What's up everyone, this is Joe Sorrentino of New England RC. So if you follow my channel, you probably already know I had a bad experience with my first time out with my AeroScout plane. Things did not go well. I struggled with that plane since day one. It always veered to either the right or the left. I could never get it to steer straight. Once I finally did get it up in the air, it just went right up in the air, out of my control, into the woods, never to be found again. Terrible, terrible time out with that. Really unfortunate. Nearly jaded me from the whole plane experience altogether. But I decided if at first you don't succeed, try again. So I decided I'm going to give this RC plane idea another go. So I decided to do some homework and try and find another plane to replace it. Now, the thing that was tearing me up the most is that I still have the remote control from the AeroScout. So in my mind, I'm thinking maybe I should just buy another AeroScout, one that doesn't already include the remote control, and then I could save myself some money. So I went online looking for that, and now initially I paid $200 for the whole thing. Okay, it was the plane, the remote, the battery, and the charger, all for $200. It was a great deal. But to buy a new plane by itself without anything else included is $150. So what do I say, 50 bucks? I don't know, it just didn't make enough sense to me. I already had a bad experience with that plane. I knew that it didn't steer well, and I ended up losing it. To spend another 150 bucks just to save 50 bucks because I had the remote already, didn't really make sense. I looked at the option of getting a junior version. They have smaller version of that plane for 100 bucks. Sure, the price is better, but I read reviews online and that got poor reviews. Someone actually said they had the same exact problem I had, where it wouldn't steer straight and ended up breaking. So I was like, maybe that's not a good route either. So I started looking at other options. I was thinking, well, maybe I could get a smaller plane because that one was so big and powerful, and maybe it was too much plane for me. And I should get something smaller that would be better for a smaller area. So I started looking around, and I went on Amazon, seeing what options were there. And Amazon had one that I found called the Liambri, which is the cheapest option available. It's about 130 bucks. Comes with 2 batteries, 2 extra propellers, and a remote and charger, which seemed pretty great. And it got 114 positive reviews on Amazon, so that seemed reasonable. But it's a smaller plane, and I was worried that it'd be a problem for me too, because maybe the wind would pick it up and I'd still be in the same type of situation. So then I started thinking about the Sport Cub, which was another small plane, got even better reviews. It was 800 positive reviews on Amazon. This one was only 140 bucks plus tax. What I liked about the Sport Cub is, this is also a Horizon hobby, by the way. Sport Cub comes with a remote charger, and it is a little more durable. And it also was something that I can train with on my simulator, which I had picked up recently. So that seemed like a good option as well. But then I got to hobby quarters and I started asking people about what to do with the situation I was in. I already had the controller. Do I get a small plane, big plane? What are my options? It was really hard for me to decide. I almost didn't get a plane at all. I was getting kind of jaded with the whole idea. One of the associates at hobby quarters recommended that I pick up the E-Flight Timber, also from Horizon Hobby. The Timber was a nice looking plane and I was nearly sold on it. It was 260 bucks and it didn't include anything. Now, I already had the remote, so I could bind it to this, and that's great. But the price tag was pretty steep for the plane, even though it looked kind of nice. And the other thing that I didn't like was that it was meant for intermediate skill level people, skill level 2. And I'm still here trying to learn for the first time. I had such a bad experience. I didn't want to go with a skill level 2 plane right after that, and especially at that price tag of 260 bucks. I just couldn't justify that one either. Ultimately, there was someone at the store, a customer actually, who had been flying planes right along. He was going to pick up another one for his son. He had tons of planes, avid user. And the guy at the store I spoke with recommended the Carbon Cub, which was a much more powerful plane altogether. Bigger wheels, heavy duty, but yet still skill level 1, and perfect for a beginner. Comes with everything, remote control charger, the whole 9 yards, but $300 price tag. Kind of steep, but you know what, folks? After all that, I decided to give that one a go. So here it is. This is it, the Carbon Cub Scout plane. And this is the big bad boy for 300 bucks. I did get a 15% off discount though, because I have a lot of points with Hobby Quarters, so thank you guys for that. So this here comes with everything. It looks like a really sweet buy. I mean, look at those tires. You know, one of the problems I was having with the AeroScout was that the tires were not big enough to get through the rough terrain on the grass. This thing, like, look at these. I think this is gonna handle just fine on the grass. Plus, look at the way it looks. It just looks more durable, you know? And it tells you right here, very durable, advanced construction. I mean, what's not to like there, you know what I mean? Smart technology, easily upgradable. And the biggest thing, as I mentioned already, skill level 1, perfect skill trainer for the beginner pilot. And that's me, folks. I'm a beginner pilot. I'm still trying to get a good experience off the ground. I've only had one flight so far in my flight experience, and it was not a good one. So hopefully I'll have better luck with this one. And in the coming videos, I'm going to showcase an unboxing video of the Carbon Cub, followed by 3 separate flight videos on 3 separate days, all different locations. Mostly successful. There's been some shakiness with the landings. I'm still working on that. Actually, I've yet to have a successful landing. Still crashing a lot. But that's okay. I'm still learning. And there's plenty of exciting footage that I'm dying to show you folks at home so you can see the experiences I've had. And I've had some really great flights. So be sure to stay tuned for those. And then after we're done with the plane videos, I can't wait to get back to cars and trucks. I've got so much footage, I don't even know how to keep up with it. So much still to come on New England RC, so be sure to stay tuned for all of that to come. And if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and smash that notification bell to stay updated on when my next video becomes available. And until then, this is Joe Sorrentino saying thanks for watching. See you on the next one.